Hello, welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how one little solution we use here in Boffix has completely changed the game for us in terms of winning new clients. Now, ultimately, Boffix is an accounting firm, but it's also a small business. And we live and die based on how much growth that we can achieve. And realistically, for that growth, we need to have software to help us be able to maintain and wow our clients. Now, traditionally, if I was going to go out there and win a new client, I'd had a few options. I could use a piece of software like, say, GoProposal or BrightPropose. Or I might go more of a traditional route and maybe do an Excel spreadsheet that I would send out, or an email, or Canva, or some form of solution on trying to win new clients. Now, in my opinion, trying to win a new client is all about wowing them in the first place. So that's where, if you take your traditional solutions, then what we used to do was send an email with a link to a Google spreadsheet and try to make that Google spreadsheet as aesthetically pleasing as possible. But ultimately, that was always a tricky one, because ultimately Excel, Google Sheets, whatever they're going to look, can only look so good. So your other end of the spectrum is to go full blown into something like GoProposal, which is designed particularly to wow the client and wow the experience. And definitely when GoProposal was first thought out, that's exactly what it did. It made sure that every touch point your client had, they would be wowed at the experience. And at the end of the day, you're sending them a proposal for some form of work. And you've got to make sure that that proposal looks and feels value to the client. And it's really tricky. And again, in my opinion, GoProposal smashed it out of the park. As an accountant, we were able to put all the information we needed in to run a service for a client. Then it was able to put it into a nice, pretty proposal letter, which would wow the client. It'd be a nice, slick way of being able to accept that proposal letter, and anyone in the firm could do it. It was a really clever solution. My problem with something like GoProposal is that while, yes, the proposal was amazing, it then stopped there. And in my opinion, if you're taking on a new client, it's not just the proposal you need to wow them at, but you need to wow them through that whole journey of onboarding them, of providing the service, of being able to give them that access and give them that confidence that you're running their finances, you're running their tax returns, you're running whatever solution you're providing for or service you're providing. You need to give them confidence that that's being run correctly. And if GoProposal could only take you so far and stop here, then you have to have a really good solution after that to continue to wow them. And in my humble opinion, lately GoProposal has lost sight on its best feature, which was wowing the client and the touch point, because some of the things they've done lately, like their AML, their anti-money laundering solution, was a little bit haphazard and wasn't quite in line with what GoProposal was originally sought out to be. So for me, yes, you could go down GoProposal's route, which arguably is best in class in the proposal solution, but A, it'll only take you so far, and B, I feel like they're going through a bit of transition at the moment in terms of absolutely nailing that solution. Your other option is something like Accounting Manager, Bright Manager, whatever they want to call themselves these days, where they have a tool that goes on to Accounting Manager. So if you think that the proposal's here and delivering the services here, and they do have the delivering the service nailed, well, they released a solution called BrightProposal, which is designed to be able to wow the client and be able to put that proposal out. The problem is, I feel like they dropped the ball a little bit in terms of what that whole proposal solution was going to be. At launch, it didn't talk to Accounting Manager or Bright Manager. At launch, it wasn't able to actually adapt and be able to bring everything through to have a coherent experience. And that to me was a bit of an issue. Furthermore, I think the pricing of that BrightProposal, Bright Manager was completely off. They were actually trying to compete with best-in-class GoProposal while not delivering best-in-class features. So then we're back to using Excel, which again, doesn't matter how much prettiness and wonderfulness and sparkliness you can put onto it, it's still fundamentally just Excel, and it doesn't wow the client as much. So that's why in this video we're going to be talking how the one solution we're looking at does it all. You can wow the clients at the beginning with an amazing proposal solution, but then you can continue to deliver the whole end-to-end solution in a whole package that's right and easy to use. And that is where Client Engager comes in. So join me in today's video as we look into how Client Engager continues to make sure that we wow new clients when we take them on, we wow clients as we deliver the service, and we wow clients so that they go out and actually promote us to other clients. If I'm honest, this is a solution I've been looking for a long time. And I'm really glad to be talking to you today because this is a solution that's completely revolutionized the way that my small business, Boffix, has been able to continually grow and grow at pace and grow at confidence, all thanks to Client Engager. Roll the intro. Hello, my name is Aaron Patrick. I am a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer with fancy new logo, that QuickBooks Chap on the internet, head of accounts here at Boffix, and also your friendly podcaster who goes live each and every Monday morning, 8:30 AM for Ask the Accountant. Now, in today's video, we're talking about one of the most important changes we made here at Boffix. Again, we're a small business just like you, and as every small business knows, if we don't have solutions that we can rely on, we're not going to be able to grow. And this solution is definitely the solution that's been able to take us to that next level and give us confidence to be able to grow our practice. Client Engager is that solution. And we're going to tell you exactly what we mean by wowing the client. So let's jump straight into it and let's see exactly what we have to do. So here is my dashboard here at Client Engager. Now, Client Engager is primarily designed to not only be able to service your clients and give them all the services they need and make sure that we deliver the services as we should do, but also, and the key to this video here, is about wowing them at the very beginning, offering them a proposal, making sure that whatever services we're going to do for them, we can do for them. Right, so if I go to my client page over here, you'll see that I've got a load of clients already in, but I want to create a new client. I'm going to create a prospect. So I'm going to have it as a limited company, and I'm going to have that client called Ask the Accountant. Great podcast, by the way. I can even import directly from Company's House, which basically means that I'm not having to put a lot of information in here. I type Ask the Accountant, I find Ask the Accountant, all the information comes in for me. Finish import. So far, so good. I have the option to link directly with QuickBooks as well. So invoicing is going to be an absolute dream, and I can do that nice and easy if I want to. Literally just press the link button here, and I'm now linked, ready to confirm. Ready to go. So straight away, what are we in? 30 seconds, 60 seconds of getting ourselves this proposal up and running. Basically, there's a brand new client. We want to wow them from day one. Well, straight away, I've got the information in. I could be doing this while on the phone or on the Teams call with them. I could be doing this as we're talking, right? So I've got the client in there. At the moment, this is a prospect client. So I'm making sure that I've got prospect selected just here, which means that I need to now send over the prospect what I'm doing. Now, typically the way this would work is we would be having a Zoom call or a Teams call or whatever type of call, or maybe even face-to-face with a client. Now, I'm having that conversation with them and I'm basically talking to them what service I want to relate to. So I go to next. And first of all, actually, I need to make sure that I put my information in. So I can add this, I can use officers or import it from Company's House. There I am. So let's use this one, choose this one. I've actually already got this person already in, so I might as well just link this one, but I could put this in individually and I press done. So I'm able to link there, and if I needed to, I could bring the other people in. So again, I've not done a lot of hard work here. That's ready to go. Right, now, I could also do related businesses. So if they are connecting business, I can put this in. So in this case, maybe this is also connected to other business. So Apple Core Arbitrage or Apple Core Production. I can link that, press done if I need to. So let's recap what we've done here. We're able to add the client dead quick because we use Company's House. We then connected it to our QuickBooks so we can build them easily. I used Company's House information to bring that information in. In fairness, I already had that person on there. So that's one little bit that was quicker. And now I'm at the point where I'm going, right, well, what services do I want to offer? Well, if I turn on and enable limited company accounts, and I was able maybe CT600, and on this one as well, I want to turn on MTD as well. The clever thing here is now it's asking me information. So it's asking me, well, what trade is this relating to? Let's say this is a financial one. Annual revenue, I can say what the annual revenue is going to be. I can say how the records are done. All this, by the way, is completely customizable. This is just the default ones. What the record quality is. So let's say that they've got really good. In fact, I do the bookkeeping, so it's excellent. And then what's the turnaround that I need? How quick do I need this information? Well, actually, I don't need this for another 3 months, so it's fine. Everything's okay. And it gives me a suggested fee at the top. Now I can have this annual, monthly, weekly, however I want it. But from here, if I use suggested fee, I could even update it. So let's say, actually, let's do that, £450. Now, I can then say what the other one's going to be, and it can give me a suggested fee, or I can put one in, and I can define what all of these amounts are going to be, and then I can go down to the MTD ITSA. I can say that that's going to be in there, and there's also other information I could put in there to really define what I think this fee is going to be, and then it gives me a suggested fee, which means it doesn't just have to be me, it could be anyone in my practice providing this service. Now, I put that information in and it's starting to bring my service and pricing ready. So let's go to next. From here, I can make sure that I'm delivering that service properly. So I can say when the due date's going to be, maybe when an internal date is. I can put all that information in here. I can even say which staff is going to be looking after this information from this page. Now I've already got my external systems linked to QuickBooks, but I can then bring them in here, and then I can look at my terms. When are my terms going to be set for this particular client? Once I'm happy with that, I press next, and just like that, I can press save. Now at this point, how quick and easy was that? I was able to put the information in, ask the questions that I need to. There's more questions I can ask if I want to, but ultimately now I'm ready to go in and do my letter of engagement directly to the client. So now I'm able to create my prospect new letter of engagement. Now all of this is completely customizable. I'm just really putting in what the information that comes as default. But basically from here, I can go through and I can amend all this, as we've already said, as much as I want, but I can press the send button straight away. As soon as I press send, it's going to say that it's going to go to the QuickBooks Chap at boffix.com. Again, all this stuff in here is all customizable, but let's just get this sent to the client. And this is where you start to wow the client, right? So let's pretend now as the client, I've got this wonderful email coming through. Now, again, forget aesthetics in this point. You can get as much cleaner than what I've done, but I've just used the default, made it green, just so it's on brand. But you can edit all this to make this nice and pretty. But ultimately, though, you have the opportunity to click and sign just here. So as you can see here, it's got information of how to sign, and then my engagement letter, and it's all come through. I've got information, I've got the proposal itself, I've got all of the information that I need to know, schedule of services, how that's going to work, privacy notices are going to be there. You've got the opportunity to see all of this all in one standardized letter. And at the bottom here, I have the chance to sign it. So let's sign it as Aaron Patrick. And then from there, I can say how they can contact me, press approve. Oh, make sure I at least put an email on there. Press approve, accept the privacy notice. And then as easy as that, I'm now able to go in. And as simple as that, I'm now into my client portal. Let's give it a nice little email. From there, I was able to come in and be able to see this here. So straight away, I can see information. I can contact my accountant if I need to from here. I can see all the information I have about Ask the Accountant, the new company we set up, what services we've got set up with them, how much we're paying for those services, and you can show that if you don't want to show that, if that's a bit sensitive. But from here as well, I can put files into place, I can upload documents, I can basically interact with my accountant directly from here. And better yet, all that information is about to come on the mobile phone very, very soon. So from a client's point of view, that was a wow experience, right? I was able to have a conversation with my accountant. I was able to talk to them about what my services and needs are going to be. They were then able to generate me a proposal. That proposal came through as email, nice and straightforward and nice and clean. And at any point I can go through and see that. And not only was I then wowed by that experience, but then I was taken directly into my onboarding experience. And as the accountant, the secret now is I've now onboarded this client. They've gone from a prospect to an active client automatically because the client signed it. And now I can set in here exactly what my onboarding process is going to be. So for example, I can use Zama for my AML, or I could use the manual AML process. I can get that all manually sent over to them. So I can send them a really slick way of being able to get their anti-money laundering done. Literally one email, one link, and they can upload and put everything through there. So that works really nicely. Now, one of the cool things is now I've got them onboarding onto the system, means that I can set up exactly what the services are going to look like, including what their checklists are going to look like. So what I can do is I can go in and I can say, well, what do I need to be able to complete this? And what we would create is an onboarding checklist to go through this as well. So we'd create a new checklist, have it as an onboard one, and then make it really easy for us to onboard our clients. Better yet, if we need information from a client, which we're always going to need, then literally I jump into the client, find that client, head down to form requests. From form requests, I press new, and I'll say to him, look, I need my individual form to go through. Please complete this form. I can even make it multiple times if I want them to keep going back and forward and updating it if I need them to. Press send. And I've even got the option here to do an LTD one as well, where I can get information from that. But ultimately, again, wowing the client, if I go on here and I just go home, you'll notice now as the client is asking for this information to be included. So I can respond to this, I can fill out this form, and I'm completing the information on behalf. So I'm Aaron Patrick. I can even have this pre-filled with information as well, which I didn't choose to do on this one, but the information that they've already provided that we already know could come through. I've got my UTR number in, insurance, and I've got additional comments. Please update my limited pay. Save. I've sent all the information in, I've put that through, submitted it. So again, from a client's point of view, I've been asked information. It's really easy for me to update it directly in my portal. And then that means on my side of things, again, wowing the client, I can get told that actually, oh, Aaron Patrick's completed this, review the answers, yeah. Then from here, it's telling me, well, the values are equal. Okay, that's cool. I've got a difference here because it's nice and red, so I can either update or change. So let's update it. But you can see here empty, so I can copy, confirm value, copy, like that. I've updated all my information, and the clients then provided the information for me, helped me on board, kept things nice and straightforward. Better yet, now I can now provide the service. At any point, I go to my deadlines, I look at all my deadlines, and look, limited accounts are already overdue. Should have got them done already. Now, they're not, but on here, it looks like they're overdue. But I'm able to keep on top of that. I'm able to see that. I can see straight away, well, we've requested information, and that's why the information's not there. So this service isn't just designed to wow the client at the beginning, but it's designed to wow the client throughout the whole way of making sure you deliver their service. And I think that's really important because they're inconsistent in terms of what they expect, right? They were wowed at the beginning, they're wowed on the onboarding, they're wowed while you're delivering the service. Well, to me, that means that that client's going to be happy. And that's only applicable and only achievable because we're using this software, Client Engager. So hopefully that was a nice little tour of you of how we can really go ahead and grow our practice as a small business, get that opportunity to go out there and wow our clients, all thanks to Client Engager. Now, this video has not been sponsored by them. There's no change of money going hand. This is just my honest opinion of why this software has helped me grow my business from here to here. And every time I go to the next level, I believe it's thanks to Client Engager pushing it. So what would you like to know about Client Engager? Let us know in the comments below. This is a time for you to talk about and let us know what you would like to see from it. Is there any other videos you want us to do on it? We're definitely going to be covering, as soon as it's released, the mobile app as well, because it's nice to see a software solution that actually listening to what the user wants, right? We needed a mobile phone option. We needed a way for the clients to be able to interact with us via an app. Client Engager listened and Client Engager delivered. That's very rare in the accounting industry. So it'll be great to see how that looks and what that's going to do, especially with it only being its first attempt. We're also really excited to see some of the other features coming up. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you've got opportunity to see what we release going forward, because we think that Client Engager is an absolute must for anyone out there looking to grow their accountancy firm. My name has been Aaron Patrick. Don't forget, if you have any questions at all, use that comment section down below to let us know all about the information you have. And if you've got any questions at all, put them down there. My name has been Aaron Patrick. This video has been an absolute pleasure to do for you, and I'm sure I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.